there was that still small voice, always has been. In fact, I've talked to clients about this. On the cusp of shooting a needle in your arm or snorting of this or puffing of that, have you experienced having this voice that kind of wages war with that? It's not universal, but this the majority of people will raise their hand so we can talk into it. That even amidst active addiction, for me, and I found with these clients, most of my clients that I currently work with have long-term histories of meth or heroin addiction, so very serious addictions. Even amidst that, there's a voice of integrity, or you might say conscience. I certainly had that, and it was associated then with feeling awful about myself. All the more reason to continue. And so I would use to, in some ways, to kind of diminish that. And then there's a third part, and I'll finish my answer to your question with this, is that then there's just the function of what happens to the human brain in addiction. What happens to Bob Weathers' brain in addiction? And so, you begin to lose traction. I know you know this well, but I certainly did in my own life. Began to lose perspective and made some choices in this time. Two of the ones that I'm talking about that were career ending for me, made choices that actually made sense in a certain state of mind. They look completely imbecile outside of that state. And it's been a lot of work to move through the shame that followed on, getting clean and clear of all of that and looking back and going, what hath God wrought? It's just like, and having to work with that. And it nearly took me out in early recovery. It wasn't an active addiction. It was an early recovery that the incredible shaming voices came in, that there's something fundamentally wrong, broken, bad about me, and it nearly took me out. I think that was the worst part for me, and I think it got me into, on a very personal level, addressing shame and stigma in recovery, because it was so central for me. As I work with clients, that also seems to be almost a unanimous kind of experience.
Oh, yeah.
But it's ironic. I thought it was in recovery, it was going to get better. It actually got far worse subjectively in the early days of recovery. So
go to KillabyCenter.com, Radical Recovery Summit, for access to the interviews. You can watch them free online for 48 hours after they air, or you could purchase an all-access pass. KillabyCenter.com.